coming to you from Seattle tonight, where the roof at T-Mobile Park has been closed for comfort. Tonight, it's the first of 3 to start the new week between the Minnesota Twins and the Seattle Mariners.
And now, your 2000
Mariners baseball starts
Seattle
right now.
Mariners.
Justin Dunn gets the call for Game 1 of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, you take a look at that ERA. That's a little bloated right now. This guy's a better pitcher than that, but he hasn't been real consistent. One good game, one bad game. I think what he needs to do, if he can string together 3 or 4 good quality games in a row, that ERA will start creeping back down. He definitely needs to start pitching a lot better than he has up to this point, and it'll be interesting to see if he can turn it around in this one.
And fellas, you take a look at these Seattle Mariners at the start of play here tonight. They've been playing better than .500 baseball of late, 5-3 in their last 8 games.
Yeah, Matty, this is a classic case of hitting is contagious. They scored a bunch of runs last game, and this team is flying high right now. There's a fight at the bat rack.
3-0 to him now. Into the windup and the pitch. That one's in there, 3-1.
Finally got one over. Nothing worse than starting the game with a 4-pitch walk.
And he goes the other way, but he got a lot of it deep down the line. And that ball will stay fair, and it's gone. A home run.
ギリギリ入ったか。
A solo home run for Byron Buxton, number 13 for him on the year, as the Twins take a 1-0 lead.
This guy has some pop. You can't just lay one in there. What happens? He leads the game off. Just like that, it's 1-0.
Batting second, the second baseman, Luis Arias.
That'll bring up Luis Arias. As he'll take a look at ball 1. He's back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game. And he comes back with one in there for a high strike.
If you're on the mound right here, you got to trust your catcher and execute. You know who's coming up to the plate.
Rolled slowly down the first baseline, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. And now here's a look at the Minnesota Twins starting lineup. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
Well, I'm definitely interested in seeing Luis Arias today. I mean, this guy is a career 300 hitter. You talk about consistent. He delivers a good at-bat and clutch hits basically every time he walks into the box. I love watching this guy.
And that'll bring up the big stick of Nelson Cruz, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He comes in with 24 homers to his credit so far this year. Counts even at 1-1 to Nelson Cruz. Cruz, or the boomstick as he's appropriately nicknamed. He's a 17-year big league vet, so I think you could say he's just about seen it all. There's ball 2 as the slider dips below the zone. Hit hard to the right side. Oh, look at the sliding stop. And that's an incredible effort to get the second out of the inning. Bases are empty here with 2 away. And here's Donaldson. First pitch coming. Here it is. As he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1.
I'm absolutely shocked he took that pitch right there. Right in the wheelhouse, low 90s heater. That's one you gotta let go on.
A 1-1 count now to Donaldson.
1 ball, 1 strike.
A ball and 2 strikes, the count now with the bases empty and 2 away.
Hey, nice job of bouncing back after the leadoff homer. 2 quick outs after the bomb, and he's got a chance to get out of this.
Still 1-2. 2 out, nobody on. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. left side. Seager fields it cleanly. Throw to first beats him easily, and the side is retired. But not before the Twins get one, and it comes on this solo home run. Bottom of the first coming up, and the Twins are off to an early 1-0 lead. Jose Barrios, the right-hander out of Puerto Rico, will be the starter. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
You know, one of the things that sticks out, Matt, he has one of the best breaking balls in the business. It's a big sweeper. It's almost a slurve, a hybrid between a curveball and a slider. His velocity has improved. He's in the mid to upper 90s, but Barrios' game revolves around that breaking ball. If he has his good one, it's going to be lights out.
So stepping in is Tom Murphy. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike. And guys, as we take a look at the Twins at the start of play here tonight, they've had it going the last 10 games. They're 7-3 over that stretch, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, this team has been playing really well right now, and this is case in point. Chance to jump out again to another 1-0 lead. They've really been doing that. They've been on attack, early offensive, almost ambush-like approaches to their at-bats, and it's working for them.
Lays off 2-2 now.
Hey, expect a challenge right here. Does not want to run the count full.
Outside in a full count, 3-2.
Wow, from 0-2 to 3-2, and that last pitch on 2-2 wasn't even close. He had this guy in the ropes, but now he let him right back into this at bat.
Oh, and he lets him off the hook there, as this isn't even close for ball 4. The next batter will be Evan White. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. The 1-0 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 1.
Some guys are great low ball hitters, but most guys, especially guys with pop like this, they're hunting for the ball belt high and above. So that was a nicely spotted fastball down in the zone. 2 balls and a strike to the Mariners' first baseman. Murphy on at first, nobody out. Oh, and a perfect time for the slurve there. It's 2-2. And now here's a ball hit pretty well out toward right center field. Buxton is to his left as he puts it away in the alley for the first out of the inning. And now a quick look at the Mariners starting lineup in this one. Who's the one to watch, Dan? Matt, Evan White is a guy for me to watch. He doesn't let the pressure of the big moment get to him. I love watching this guy hit in clutch situations. It's like he takes a deep breath and everything stops in front of him. He plays like the Zen man. As he'll run up to bunt here, but misses for strike 1. The average right at 280 coming in. 11 home runs, 26 RBIs. And no swing, apparently, ball 1. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Clyde Washington. You know, D-Row, he is a pitcher's best friend, Clyde Washington. Down in the strike zone, he'll definitely call that ball right at the knees.
If he's consistent with it, Dan, which Clyde always is, I'm okay with it.
Just inside, not by much. It's 2-2.
We just saw a fastball right there. I would not be shocked if he tries to get this guy to go fishing right here and drops a little off-speed pitch in the dirt.
3-2, full count. And this one misses here. Close pitch on 3-2, but Clyde Washington rules it ball 4. Next, it'll be Kyle Lewis, having a very nice year, currently second in the American League in batting average entering play. Oh, a fastball just about undressed him there. It's ball 1.
Well, that'll wake everyone up. Anytime you buzz the tower like that, there's reason for people to start getting a little bit edgy.
The 1-1 is looked at for ball number 2.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
To 2-2 now.
You can really tell they're trying to keep the ball in on this big slugger right here.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt, but he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Heading out towards shallow right.
In comes Kepler.
He gets there, and that's the second out. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now.
The right fielder.
Next up, Mitch Haniger trying here to plate the tying run from second. First pitch of the AB now. Not even close on that swing. No balls and a strike.
Hey, when you're featuring a mid-90s fastball like this pitcher, attack with that pitch. Get ahead. Get the offense on their toes. That opens up the off-speed pitches later in the game.
A pause. And the 0-2. Late on the fastball there as this one skied out toward right. And the 2-out threat won't pay off. The inning is over. Couple of walks in the inning, but nothing on the scoreboard. It's back to Seattle right after this. In now is Andrelton Simmons. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. First pitch coming. Here it is. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Okay, here's how the Mariners are going to line up defensively. And guys, the things I want you to focus on today, one of them being this manager loves to shift. He has the pitching staff to trust to be able to manipulate his defense to try and get as many outs and play the numbers as much as he can.
Max Kepler the next to grab a bat. As he'll pop this one foul off to the left and out of play. Dunn has found success in his career at limiting base hits. He usually turns in outings where his hits per 9 numbers are really respectable, and obviously that goes a long way as a starting pitcher.
Matty V, there's a couple of things that really hurt you when starting pitcher. Walks and giving up many base hits per 9 innings. This guy keeps the ball in play, doesn't give up a lot of hits, doesn't walk very many batters, and when you do that, it's a good recipe for success, and it's worked for him so far in his career.
Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. And now a slider in there for a called third strike, and there are 2 gone now. So now into the box is Miguel Sano. Here's the first pitch to him. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Out in front there as this one's pulled off to the left side. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. High in the air out to center field. Fraley will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Down go the Twins in order, and after an inning and a half, it's 1-0. Bottom of the inning now, and coming forward now is the shortstop, J.P. Crawford. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Crawford.
The windup and the 0-1. Got him. A slurve that time, and that'll be the first out of the inning. Didn't look to me like that was much of a protect swing with 2 strikes.
No, he was trying to go yard, 2 strikes or not. Kind of looks bad if you strike out like he did, though. I'm sure his manager would have liked for him to focus on getting on base.
At the plate, Dylan Moore. He pops up the changeup, heading out towards shallow right. A rise, ranges back, and he has it for out number 2. So here now is Ty France. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Hey, this is an amazing inning right here. Attacking the zone, keeping his defense invested. Chance to get off the field super quick.
To 1-2 now. This one's down to third. Donaldson's there. Throw to first with time to spare, and the side is retired. The love of the game runs deep with these folks. Back with more Monday Night Baseball following this. Top of the third set to get underway, and that'll bring Willians Astudillo into bat.
Catcher, Williams Astudillo.
Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. Now the 0-1. A ball and 2 strikes now. Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2. Fouled away.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there. A little bit too far out in front. Gotta find a way to keep his hands back.
And another foul ball. The 2-2 one more time. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Lewis waits on it. 1 out. And with that, let's take a moment to show you what's happening in the American League's Western Division.
Garlic.
Next, it'll be Kyle Garlick. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. Laid off the bender there, but it's in for a called strike.
It's been more than 2 innings since this guy's allowed anyone to reach base. He looks pretty unbeatable on the bump right now.
Behind 0-2 now. 0-2 count, and the pitch. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there. Here's a swing and a ground ball for Seager down at third. And there are 2 away now.
Up next.
Ready now is Byron Buxton, and he blasted a homer in his first at-bat.
Well, Matty, we know he's got the timing on the fastball locked in. That's what he got a hold of on that home run in the previous at-bat. You do not come off the heater. Have to be leery of the off-speed, but stay on the fastball. He's got to throw it again.
Leaps and makes a terrific catch, and with that, the side is retired. First baseman not normally known as the greatest leapers, but this wasn't too bad. We're back with more on this Monday night after this. And now in the box, Jake Fraley. He'll lead it off here against Jose Barrios.
Jake Fraley.
It's down for extra bases, and the Mariners had their first hit of the game. This will kick up against the wall now, and he will coast into second with a leadoff double.
Now that's the way you answer. They're down 1-0 already, but he laces the double and puts himself into scoring position. That'll get the dugout fired up and excited to punch back.
And that'll bring in Tom Murphy, as he can't catch up on a fastball at the letters, and it's strike one. Here's a guy who could use a 3 for 4. He's got that batting average still down in the 190s. 5 homers, 18 driven in. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1.
I love everything this pitcher's got working right now. He's got presence. He's got great body language on the mound. He's got fastball command and a nice early feel for his off-speed stuff.
And he is safe at third as he moves up on what's likely to be ruled a wild pitch. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. And he takes a big swing at that one as this one's lifted high in the air and deep out to left field. And this one is gone, a home run. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. 6th home run on the season for him, as the Mariners have now taken a 2-1 lead.
Ah, man, that swing right there, Dan, that had to feel good. You're facing an elite starter. You don't know if you're even going to get wood on the baseball today.
You know, and that'll rattle you a little bit. This guy's been throwing the ball great, one of the top pitchers in the game. He's not used to guys barreling him up and hitting him in the seats.
Standing in now, Evan White, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Swing, and this is also hit well out to deep center. Buxton is on the warning track as he hauls it in for a loud out number 1.
Well, this one was squared up pretty good, but just like pitchers give up hits on well-executed pitches, batters make outs on balls they couldn't have hit much better.
Here's the third baseman now, Kyle Seager, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. The average right at 280 coming in. 11 home runs, 26 RBIs. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters' counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches, and when he's getting the ball in the zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
Buxton will range to his left and put it away. 2 down. And now here is Kyle Lewis. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch on the way, as the fastball is swung on and missed. Good location down at the knees for strike 1.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating and feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
He wasn't even close to swinging right there. That was a stone-cold take.
The 1-2. And that's a swinging strike 3 in the dirt. Astudillo goes to get it. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. Mariners get a couple in the inning on the 2-run home run. We're through 3 here in the Great Pacific Northwest. It's now 2-1 Mariners. All set for the start of the 4th. And next to hit will be Luis Ariz.
Luis Ariz.
Here's the first pitch to him. A ball and no strikes.
After watching that one go by and a ball being called, you could rest assured he knows he's not getting away with another one of those. I guarantee you he's going to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Line to the right side, and a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard.
He had just retired 9 straight batters right there. He hadn't been in a stretch in a long time. Let's see if the offense can break through.
Nelson.
Here's Nelson Cruz now, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Taken off the outside as the breaking ball couldn't catch the corner. High and deep down the left field line. And foul. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Fraley will settle under it to make the play for the first out, as the runner will have to head back to first. One out, runner at first, and that brings up the former American League MVP, Josh Donaldson. From the stretch, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. Arise, base runner at first with one out. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2.
There's another pitch for a strike, and this guy's really attacking hitters well tonight, being aggressive early on, and if he continues to throw strikes like he is, he's going to have a pretty good night.
Ready with the 0-2. Can't quite get the low outside corner there. It's 1-2. And a slurve, but this is in the dirt for a ball. Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. Now the 3-2 pitch. And this one misses here. A close pitch on 3-2, but Clyde Washington rules it ball 4.
Well, he loses him there, but that's just the first walk he's given up, along with a couple of hits, so his command has been pretty solid so far.
He's set, and the pitch. Andrelton Simmons comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1.
Man, this guy's been incredibly efficient so far in this one, mostly because he's getting ahead. 70% of the batters he's faced, he's thrown a first pitch strike to.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. 4th inning of a 2-1 ball game. This is on the ground over to first. To second for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. It's the Mariners 2 and the Twins 1. Welcome back to T-Mobile Park in Seattle as we send it down to Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Mariners manager Scott Service during the break about his team's offensive performance so far, and flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. It's still pretty early in the game, but they've seen a lot of pitches already, and he thinks the 2 runs they've pushed across so far is just the beginning, given the quality of the at-bats they're putting together.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th. And up next, the corner outfielder, Mitch
The
Haniger.
right fielder, Mitch Haniger.
First pitch on its way. Ooh, started him with the change, and it's 0-1.
You could tell by the hitter's balance after that swing that he's seeing the ball really good. His timing is right there, and I expect him to catch something clean.
1 ball, 1 strike to count. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Now a fastball gets the upper part of the zone for strike 2. Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3-2.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
And that misses for ball 4. It's a leadoff walk that starts the bottom of the 4th.
The batter, number 3.
Into the box,
Shortstop,
J.P. Crawford.
J.P.
He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Crawford.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1.
Hey, if this guy's able to execute that 2-seamer down and away consistently, he's going to get a lot of swing and misses. He's going to get a lot of weak contact. He might even get a few knots on some people's shins.
A ball and a strike now. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. Trying to send him packing for the second time. Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike three called. One away.
Flat out locked him up with the changeup right there. Usually you're trying for a swing and miss when you throw that pitch in a 2-strike count, but clearly he wasn't looking for it, so it's a backwards K for him.
First pitch on its way. Dylan Moore comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0.
3 1/3 innings, 61 pitches. I'm not sure he's going to be around for much longer.
Simmons is there. A bare hand for one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. None left for Seattle. They still lead it 2-1. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Twins to discuss his thoughts on Minnesota's lineup so far. And flat out, he told me they just need to put better swings on the ball right now. They're struggling to drive the baseball into the gaps right now, as only one of their hits has been for extra bases. That makes it pretty tough to generate runs, but he said it's up to everyone in the lineup to make the necessary adjustments. It hasn't gone their way to this point, but that shouldn't mean they can't put together some great swings the rest of the way.
Leading up for the Twins.
Good stuff, Heidi.
the right
Thanks.
fielder, Max Kepler.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Max Kepler is in for the second time now as he looks at a ball inside. 1-0. That's wide. 2-0. And the pitch. Started to go around there. Looked like he held up in time. No. Strike two, says the third base umpire. Here now the 2-2. And he takes strike three called on the fastball. One gone. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take, and he's down on strikes for the second time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the black. Beautiful pitch. And even if we had robot umps, he'd still be out. But the only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain about it.
The windup and the 0-1.
What a well-executed fastball right there, down and away. If you're going to do any damage with that pitch, you have to think up the middle the other way, and you have to be diving and leaning out over that thing.
The 0-2 once more. And a fastball blew it right by him, and there are two down.
I always like watching pitchers that attack with their fastballs until there's a reason to start mixing it up. He hasn't needed many of his secondary pitches so far in this one, and there was another good fastball for a strikeout there.
Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. Williams Astudillo is in for the second time here as he looks at a ball high. 1-0. Low and away as he misses again. 2-0. Too high, and it's 3-0.
Well, he knows it, but this is the kind of guy you just have to go right after. He's not the biggest threat with the bat, so it's time to challenge him right here.
3-1 the count now. Smoke toward the hole, and this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
And they keep the inning alive with a base hit, but you can see that's only the third hit he's given up the entire game, so he's still in total control out there.
Kyle Garlick is the batter now as he looks at a ball of 1-0. Astudillo, the runner at first with 2 gone. 2-0 to the Twins left fielder.
Maybe a bit of an overthrow there, guys. May have let that front side open up a little early to try to hump up on a fastball and sailed on it.
2-1 to count. From the belt, kicks and deals. Fouled off. Here now the 2-2. And it's fouled away. 5th inning, 2-1 our score. Pitch is popped up. Murphy is there. And that retires the side. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard. Home half of the 5th coming up. The Mariners are on top 2-1. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and that'll bring in Ty France.
The designated hitter, Ty France.
Here's the first pitch to him. And he lays off there 1-0. Fastball misses away here. It's 2-0. Up and in. Big danger now. It's 3-0.
You do not want to walk the 8-hole hitter. It just opens up so many options. Do we bunt him over to second with the 9-hole hitter? Do we try and play for that big rally with the top of the order coming up? This is a huge pitch. You can't allow this guy to walk.
And that misses ball 4 now. It's a leadoff walk to get the home half of the 5th underway.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're trying to put a start away. Make him work his tail off, throw a lot of pitches, and get on base any way that you can. A big inning at this point of the game, and he's probably gone.
Next up is Jake Fraley. He doubled his last time up.
Yeah, give me a repeat performance of that last double. With a man on first right now, let him run and get you a ribby.
From the stretch.
No ball. 1 strike.
Now the 0-1. Outside for a ball, 1-1.
1-1.
And he fouls this one off. Nobody out, runner on first. Again, another foul ball. Another one sent foul. Fouled away. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
I don't blame the pitcher one bit for trying to get the chase right there. He's been fouling everything off. He's still got the entire arsenal open to him, so we'll see what pitch he comes with next.
Mariners center fielder now with a full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes. 2 runs on 2 hits, and no errors in the game for the Mariners to this point. On the ground to second base, this could be 2. A tag for 1, throw not in time as he's able to leg it out. Ready to take his hacks again, Tom Murphy lasted a 2-run homer in his last at-bat. Throw over to first, runner's back. First pitch on its way. Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike 1.
Hey, you know the pitcher right now, he's looking for that best friend, that double play ball. This is where you have to really be disciplined at the plate and make sure that you get a pitch that's above the knees that you can get in the air.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. And a wild pitch here as this one's to the backstop. Good job there as the count goes to 1-2. Working for the punch out and the offering. Runner at first here, one man out. Oh, and he gets a hold of this one as it's in the air to deep left. Does he have another one? He does. It's another home run. So a two-run homer down the line in left, his second of the game, as the Mariners have opened up a 4-1 lead.
Second home run of the game right there. He is locked in at the plate. You hear so many of today's players talk about rhythm and timing. Well, he is perfectly on time in the heart of the zone.
Into the box now, Evan White.
Number 12.
As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Now the 1-0.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
The count now at 2-2. And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
And this one misses here. A close pitch on 3-2, but Clyde Washington rules it ball 4.
Now batting.
Here's the Minnesota skipper making his way out to the mound. And a change is forthcoming, as that's going to do it for his starter here this evening. So he'll make his way to the dugout after working just 4 1/3, and he just didn't have his best stuff in this one. Jordan Balazovic enters to make an appearance on the mound as he inherits a runner at first with 1 out in the inning. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. This year against right-handed pitching, Seager hits a little over the 270 mark. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. And he misses again here. 2-0 to the Mariner third baseman. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right. Here now the 2-2 is laid off and the count runs full.
I don't even think I need to look in the dugout on this one. I think it's safe to assume he's going to be running. Too good a hitter at the plate not to think he's going to put the ball in play.
Here's a pop-up now. Simmons waits on it. 2 down. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Kyle Lewis. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Here's the first pitch to him. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
For most people, being down 0-1 would seem like a lot, but this guy is such a good hitter. He doesn't care going deep in the count. He's got runners on base. He has a game plan every time he comes to the plate. Let's see how this one plays out.
The 0-2 delivery. Swing and a liner. But this will not get down quickly enough as it's pulled in out there in center, and that ends the inning. But 2 come across to score in the inning courtesy of this 2-run home run. Through 5 innings, it's 4-1 in favor of the M's. So that'll bring in Byron Buxton. He'll get his side started in the inning, and Dan, so far they've been stifled offensively since the first inning.
Boy, they sure have, Matt. They came out of the gates and got hot right away, but whatever was going for them pretty much has disappeared. We'll see if they can wake it back up.
Will Vest will come on out of the bullpen as he'll be appearing in his 3rd game this season. First pitch of the AB on its way. Hit hard on the ground towards second.
That had to be in the scouting report right there. You don't see too many 0-0 breaking ball ambushes in the game anymore. He had to know that pitch was coming.
In now, Luis Arias, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball one. Fastball catches the black there for a called strike.
All you want is the leadoff man to get on to start a big inning, maybe get a big rally going to claw your way back into this ball game.
And he's keeping it down here, and that's a called strike two.
Well, obviously somebody was hooting with the Owls last night. This entire roster, they've showed up for the first game of this road trip and are getting absolutely boat raced.
Ball two.
Don't be surprised if he gets another back foot slider right here. Don't think for a second, just because he took the first one, that this pitcher won't come back exactly the same way.
There's one. The relay back to the pitcher, covering in time to double him up.
That's good athleticism here by the pitcher getting off the mound. He gets the ball to first and then hustles his way over to the bag to help him wrap up the tough 3-6-1 double play.
So now here is Nelson Cruz. No one on base for him after the double play.
Yeah, Matt, that two ball really changed the complexion of this inning. It looked like the middle of the order was going to have a chance to get a big hit with some ducks on the pond, but now they just have to try and get a two-out rally started.
And this one's too far inside, ball two.
This guy uses that two-seamer to set up his other pitches. Two-seamer in, breaking ball away.
Sliced hard on the ground, and that's through for his first base hit in this one. So the two-out hit extends things for Josh Donaldson next.
The third baseman, Josh.
This is the cat and mouse of baseball right here. Batter versus pitcher, you fight so hard as an offensive player to get count leverage. 1-0, 2-0, 3-1. Check out the batting averages in those counts, and then check out the batting averages in even and behind counts with two strikes. 2-0, your eyes light up, and the batter didn't miss it.
This is line to left, and no trouble for him as he makes the catch to end the inning. So it's no runs on two hits, no errors, and one man left on base. Stepping in now is Mitch Haniger.
Leading up for the Mariners, the right
Wheels
fielder,
and deals. Here's the
Mitch
first pitch.
Haniger.
Fouled off. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And he'll try to hold back on the pitch inside, but he pretty clearly broke the plane that time. It's strike two. A ball and two strikes to Mitch Haniger.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
The 1-2 pitch. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside. Swung on in the dirt, strike three. The throw to first is in time, one down.
Well, you know you made a real nice pitch when you bounce it in the dirt and you still get the hitter to swing at it. That tells me that there's a lot of deception in that pitch right now.
And that'll bring in J.P. Crawford as he lays off a fastball too low for ball one. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. And it's fouled away. 6th inning, 4-1 is our score. Pitch is popped up. Donaldson has room in foul territory, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Up next is Seattle.
Now into the box, Dylan Moore. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. As with 2 away, he'll swing and miss at a first pitch fastball for strike one.
When I broke into the league, not many guys were throwing that elevated fastball with that much velocity on it. The game has changed.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
I know that feeling. Played 14 years in the big leagues and still can't hit a slider.
Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. He'll try again, 1-2. Swung on and hit deep to left center. Racing back the left fielder to the track, to the wall. And it's gone as they add still another. So a solo shot here to left center field. Home run number 2 for him on the year as they stretch the lead to 5-1.
Mark this one down as a lesson for the young pitcher. Hitters at this level will just continue to spoil pitches they don't like until they get that pitch they do like. Guess what? He really liked that one.
To the plate now, Ty France.
Designated hitter.
Chopped weakly to the left. It was a walk in his last trip. Behind 0-2 now.
Swing and a miss for strike 3. Pulled the string on him that time, and the inning is over.
1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. The 5, 6, and 7 hitters to start the 7th. It's the M's 5 and the Twins 1. 7th inning ready to roll, and stepping up as the shortstop, Andrelton Simmons.
Offense just needs to find a way to get that pass the baton mentality. Starts one at bat at a time. I know they need base runners clearly. Maybe if they could get a few guys on the pillow, someone can bop one and get them back in this.
First delivery to him. Comes set, and the 0-1. Hit on the ground out to short. Crawford fields it cleanly, and the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
Now back.
1 gone now in the Minnesota 7th, and that'll bring up the outfielder Max Kepler. Now here's the pitch. Pulled toward right center field. Fraley will range to his left and put it away. 2 down.
The first baseman, number
Next to
22.
dig in, Miguel Sano. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. From the stretch, and he takes a cold strike. 0-1. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike.
You got to go into battle mode after falling down 0-2 and find a way to work yourself back to even.
And right into the shift, there is Seager. Over to first, and that retires the side. Twins are set down 1-2-3. They're down here 5-1. Now at the plate is Jake Fraley. He'll try and get something started in the home half of the 7th. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A swing and a ground ball to third. This gets foul. It's 0-1. And now a pitch on the way. Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2. Sure took a healthy hack that time.
Man, hard to understand why a guy who runs so well would take such a big hack like that one.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Here comes the 1-2. High in the air out to center field. Buxton is there, and he has it for the first out. Tom Murphy stands in looking for home run number 3 right here as you see what he's done so far in this one. Now here's the first offering. No balls and a strike to count. The windup and the 0-1. Hard on the ground toward short, and another base hit for him as he's gone 3 for 3 in this one.
First game of a new series, and he's already sitting on 3 knocks right now. The pitching staff might have to make an adjustment going forward.
At the plate now, Evan White, as he'll watch a slider that stays inside for ball 1. No hits to this point. That evens it up 1-1. From the belt, kicks and deals. Hit hard towards center. And that's in there, base hit.
Now batting, the third baseman, Kyle Seager.
Stepping in now, Kyle Seager, and he fouls this one off. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Bat explodes as this is popped up, and this is going to be a foul ball. Ready with another 0-2. And this runs inside, and that looked like it got him pretty good.
As a manager, you never really want to put a man on by a hit by pitch, but you absolutely hate to have it happen when it loads the bases. Now the pitcher is looking a little shaky, and the threat of a big inning is very real.
Sam Haggerty will get the nod from his skipper to pinch hit, and he'll do so in a big spot. Bases loaded, only 1 away. First offering on its way. And with every base occupied, a big hit here could really put this one out of reach. Now the 1-0. Breaks his bat as this one's popped up. And he finds a way to focus on the baseball there as he has it for a big out number 2.
Now batting.
Stepping in once again is Mitch Haniger. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here.
A ball and a strike. Seventh inning here in a 5-1 ball game. 2-1.
It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
Strike 2 as the fastball is let go.
Hey, this is a huge pitch right here. It would be demoralizing to watch this inning slip away.
Shin high fastball that time, ball 3.
Now on 3-2 as a pitcher, you've got to go with the pitch that you feel most comfortable throwing with.
Now a check swing, and he went around, says the home plate umpire. Pretty forceful about it, too. And the inning is over. The Mariners threaten, but leave them loaded. They're up 5-1. Sam Haggerty takes over out in left field after entering the game in a pinch hit role last half inning. That'll bring in Willians Astudillo. And to start out the inning, it looks like they've decided to stick with the same reliever out there, Dan.
They have, Matt. I think the way he pitched the last inning kind of inspired that. But it's not uncommon for relief pitchers to have troubles after they sit and watch their guys swing the bat a bit. We'll see if he stays as sharp as he was before.
First pitch of the AB now. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1.
Hey, there's an old saying in baseball, you need to take a strike in this spot. Well, he got one there. Now he just needs to find a way to get on.
1-2 to the Twins catcher.
Stone cold take right there. That fastball very well could have sent him packing back to the bench.
Now another 1-2. A bouncer to the left side. Crawford gloves it. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. Striding in is Kyle Garlick. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. Here's the first pitch to him. Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air. And he'll find a way to dodge the shrapnel out there to make the play for out number 2. Here's Byron Buxton now. And they're down to their final 4 outs here, Dan.
Yeah, that's not looking too good for them right now, Matt. They've got a significant hill to climb, but they've got to take it one bat at a time. A couple of guys get on, and then who knows what could happen.
He's set. Here it comes.
That's the ball. 1 ball, no strikes.
The 1-0. Fouled away. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. Popped him up. Murphy over to his left. And that's the 3rd out. Down go the Twins in order. They're down 5-1. Hansel Robles is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go, and that brings up the shortstop J.P. Crawford.
The shortstop, J.P. Crawford.
Now here's the first offering. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss. Donnie Walton is going to grab a bat here as he looks to try to set the table in the bottom of the 8th as they look for some insurance. Weekly hit towards first. Reined in. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Now back.
And stepping in, Dylan Moore blasted a solo homer last time up. First delivery to him. And that misses low and away, ball 1. Some movement now in the Minnesota bullpen as a right-hander's up and throwing. 5-1 our score as we play the 8th. Swing and a miss as he ramps up on the fastball. 1-1.
Hey guys, that fastball just registered 97 miles an hour. On a night like tonight where it's super cold out, if you don't get to head to that baseball right there and you get jammed, it's almost like getting stung by a pack of wasps.
The 2-1 home is a sinker that dips below the zone for a ball. Fouled off. Now the 3-2 pitch. Inside with the fastball, and he works the base on balls.
Up next for Seattle, the designated hitter.
Next will be the designated hitter, Ty France. 0 for 2 with a walk for him so far. He's set and the pitch. 0-1 the count. Ball 1. Robles, the former Angel, he was signed as a free agent in the middle of last season.
Yeah, I know he expected to get a longer-term deal, but these are the facts right now. He is on a one-year deal, and he is going to have to produce if he is going to get that multi-year he's been looking for come off-season.
1-2 as the changeup had him out in front there. Two and two.
Hey, he threw that pitch with a purpose to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
Swinging a liner toward the gap in left center. And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases.
Everyone knows that this guy's numbers are not where he wants them to be so far this year, but you never know by that swing. He looked fluid and confident, driving that pitch for a double. We'll see if that gets him going a bit.
Into the box, Jake Fraley. Lifted in the air to center field. Catch will be made here. Tagging is the runner from third. And the run is in to score from third. It's 6-1.
Hey, talk about having a productive inning. You like to see that. You like to add on runs anytime you can. And a sac fly here gives their team another insurance run, and they're starting to blow this thing wide open.
Pops this one up. Astudillo over to his right. He handles it easily, and the inning is over. So 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and a runner left. 9th inning coming up. It's the Mariners 6 and the Twins 1. Donnie Walton will stay in the ball game as a new shortstop. All set for the start of the inning, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Luis Arias.
Luis Arias.
Number 16 will take the ball now as the new pitcher.
Now pitching for the Mariners, number 16.
First pitch of the AB on its way. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. The 0-2 delivery. Sent in the air out to straightaway central. Fraley is right there, 1 down. Now it'll be Nelson Cruz. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. A bouncer up the middle. Throw on to first will get him, and the Twins are now down to their final out. Here's the third baseman, Josh Donaldson, and he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. A ball and a strike. Up high, 2-1 now. All even now, 2-2. And now this crowd, announced at around 22,000, comes to their feet. Again, he sends it out of play. Final strike for the Twins. Minnesota, good night.
always nice to get the first game of the series, but even more so when it's in front of the home crowd. Seems to energize everybody the rest of the series.
And tonight's comes to a conclusion, 6-1 the final. The Seattle Mariners led this game from the third inning on and never wavered. Justin Dunn earns win number 4 on the season. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plezak, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Our final line scores.
11.5 か。まあまあ、ええ感じではあるか。流れはええな。さあ、ではではでは。